Brute strength day 41. Today have to be probably one of my best sessions in a very long time. Things just felt extremely good, and it felt very nice working up to this very steep 1 rep max paused Platz squat today. Actually also a tempo rep. On the top single I worked up to, I was taking 2 seconds down, pausing for 2 seconds as well. Honestly, this just felt extremely good to do something new that wasn't front squat. The reason I'm trying this out is because recently I'm reading West Side Barbell Book of Methods, and they talk a lot about, obviously, the conjugate system, the dynamic effort, the max effort, the repetition effort. And it seems really logic like the way max effort method works, and that when you're rotating the exercises, you can keep on maxing out every single week, despite going at 100% of your max. Like you see what they do with, so this right here is the 175 kg, the top set. And it actually felt like I had maybe like 5 kg more in me. What's crazy about these very steep press squat is that the sticking point is so crazy. Like right there in the bottom, you're getting so upright, and like you have so much knees over toes that it's absolutely like quad dominance, like 100% there in the bottom. But returning to what I was saying about the West Side and the max effort method where they rotate exercises, you're avoiding CNS fatigue, because one thing they really emphasize a lot, they keep on mentioning, is that if you train the same exercise over 90% of your max for 3 weeks in a row, then negative things start to happen to your nervous system, and your performance go downhill. So that's why they rotate exercises basically every single week. Beginners don't have to do it every single week. They can do it every third week. Intermediates every second week, but advanced athletes have to do it every single week to keep on maxing out every week. And you need that capability to be able to max out when you are a powerlifter, as they were, obviously. That's why they're training it to learn the way to strain constantly. But also, the reason I like the rotation of exercises more often is because I feel like it's a way to keep me motivated and keep momentum going. So then, by constantly being able to PR, I'm actually finding it more fun to train because I'm consistently progressing, and that is what should motivate you, the fact that you're getting better. I see a lot of people, and it's one of the biggest mistakes that I think people make, who they think they can just keep on progressing extremely fast constantly, and they don't really go into the gym just with the plan of just letting the exposure to the work do the job, when really that is what you should be doing. Because when you get past the beginner state, you can't expect to make progress every single week. Like, that is just stupid to think that way. And that is why I see a lot of people that disappear within like a year or two, because they just try to do everything as quickly as they possibly can. When in reality, you need to fall in love with the training itself, all the technical improvements that you are gonna have to make, because it's not just gonna be lifting more weights constantly. You're gonna have to work with the same weight for a while maybe, and work on your weak points. And if all you want is just to lift more and more and more, at one point it's not gonna work, and you're gonna get discouraged. So you need to learn to just love the training while you are working on all of these weak points. And eventually, when you have built up those weak points enough and build up your technique, weak muscle groups, and so on enough, the progress will just happen automatically. Back to the training. So you saw I did 7 reps in a good morning with 80 kg. My PR there is 8. I can probably do 15 plus reps with 80 kg now. So that is like 10 reps from failure maybe. And the reason it still works well is because I've not touched that weight for a year. So it's a new stimulus to me. Next week I'm going to do 6 with 85 kg as the highest rep set. And despite it still be gonna be maybe 8 reps away from failure, I've never touched 85 kg. It's definitely a good morning before, and therefore it's gonna be a new stimulus, and I'm going to get stronger from doing that. But my body is forced to make some kind of adaptations. And that is what I talk about all the fucking time, about letting the exposure to the weight do the work, not the increase in effort. Because if you're always just increasing the effort to try to get better, at one point you're going to plateau. If you're just doing the work over time, your body will adapt. You can't outpace your body's ability to adapt without getting injured at some point. That's just how it is. The way I'm progressing my good mornings right now is that I have the first week my top set is 8 reps, the next week 7, the next week after that is 6, and in each of these 3-week pendulums, I increased by 5 kg. Then on the 4th week, I go back to 8 reps, but start at another 2.5 kg. So that's only a 2.5 kg increase over 3 weeks. And not just that, but on a lift that I haven't done for a year. So I've gotten stronger in the meantime, meaning that there's gonna be so long until I'm training to failure, but that is okay because I'm doing more than I've done before. So my body is going to have to adapt to what I'm doing, right? That is just how it is. And for the second reason, you can still get stronger by training in these low rep ranges. All kind of studies have showed that. There's a lot of studies emerging now showing that it's more about the total amount of volume. You can do 4 sets of 8 or 8 sets of 4 and still get the same amount of muscle growth and more strength gains. And when it comes to strength, which is what I'm after in these good mornings here, right? Obviously, I also want some hypertrophy, but I believe that is going to come just from the fact that I'm also getting stronger. But when I'm training for strength, I really want to emphasize moving the weight fast and with good technique. And I'm able to do that when I'm not training close to failure where form breakdown happens. So let's say maybe my max when I began this first 3-week pendulum, maybe my max in the good mornings were 5 reps with 90 kg or 95, let's say 95. But because I'm doing so much work that is sub-maximal, by the time I get up to doing maximal work, I might actually have to be up doing 5 with 105 stiff leg before it's maximal. That means I put on 10 kg of strength, which is absolutely insane. But I've only been able to do that because I didn't just start at my absolute limit. If I started at my absolute limit here with this, in these good mornings, so let's say I started at 8 reps with 85 kg, 90 kg for 7, 95 kg for 6 on the 3rd week, I would be able to complete that, but it would be extremely fucking hard on that 3rd week. And I most likely would not be able to at 2.5 kg the week after that. So it's a way better idea from a tactical standpoint and a long-term standpoint you need to look at it over more years. Like you see Olympic athletes that train over 4 years, not just 1 or 2 months like most people do. And you'll see that this way of training is way more sustainable than just going harder than you have done before. So I really hope this is something that you can learn something from and take away with you. And I hope to see you all on day 42. Bye.